Woo!
Woo,
Hey!
woo.
Yeah!
Wow, wow,
Hey.
wow, 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 wow.
Hey, hey, ooh.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes,
Hi,
yes, yes, yes.
everybody.
Oh,
How are you? Let me hear some
Hey,
noise.
everybody.
hey,
Hello, everyone.
Hey,
everyone.
hello,
Ah,
hello,
Happy
hello.
Wednesday.
hey,
Everybody.
hey.
Yay, welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome to the Playground Experiment Voices of America Writers Presentations. My name is David Davila, and I am currently in, don't laugh at me, Bloomington, Indiana. But I do want to say that is the ancestral land of the Miamyaki, Lenape, Bodewadnik, and Sawanwa people. Tonight, though, we have artists participating from a range of places all over the country, and you can see several of them right now holding up the names of the indigenous peoples whose ancestral lands they currently are on. The PGE acknowledges that wherever we are in this country, we are occupying stolen land, and we honor and respect the indigenous peoples that once lived here, as well as the indigenous peoples who continue to live here and contribute to our society. Um, and at this time, I'd like to invite tonight's participating artists to turn their cameras on, say hello, say everyone say hello, give a big wave out to the internet, and
Hey,
let's
hey,
One.
Hi.
everybody.
go ahead and
Hi.
welcome our artistic founding director, Mike Lesser. I think I said it backwards, but you got what I mean.
Hey, everybody. How are you? Welcome to have you here. Thank you for joining us. I will be talking with you on the, if you're watching on YouTube, to let you know what's happening throughout the evening. I just wanted to say a quick thank you to David Davila for helping to create this wonderful class. And David, what exactly is the class, just so people have an understanding of what they're about to watch tonight?
Okay, so this is an 8-week writers workshop where we sort of get to like a lot of the, fundamentals of like how to write and structure a full-length play or story. And yeah, it's been so great to create this class with you. This is our 10th time doing the course. We've had so many writers come through. We've had writers come through and write a play that then goes on to get full readings through the Playground Experiment, and then went on. One of our writers had a production, earlier this in the fall, and so like all of that stuff is so cool, and we're so happy. And so actually, at this time, can we get the writers to just leave their cameras on and have all the actors just take a little pause so we can acknowledge these amazing 6 writers who have gone through this workshop? And yeah, these are our fabulous writers, and what we're hearing tonight is new work. These are brand new plays that they just started to work on and develop, and we're going to be hearing like the first chunks of these brand new plays. It's new, it's fresh, they're really investigating and experimenting. So yeah, it's going to be the first time. It's a couple of them, it's the first time ever hearing their plays spoken out by actors, so that's going to be interesting for a couple of them. So yeah, so without further ado, I mean, let's jump in and let's start this process. We got 6 writers and 6 new plays to get through. Did you want to say something else, Mike, before we do?
I'm going to sit back and enjoy this amazing work. Give it up for David and the writers. Everybody, see you later.
Yay! Oh my gosh. First up, we have Jamichael. Jamichael,
Hello, hello.
how the hell are you?
I'm doing well. I'm a little nervous, to be honest.
Do you have all your actors?
Yes, I do. I have Brendan and Johnny. Thank y'all so much.
How's it going? Hello.
Hi. Jamichael, tell us a little bit about this piece and what you're trying to create.
I don't want to call it like a pandemic play, but I think this play is inspired by like life during the pandemic and things I wanted to explore. So I'm just curious of what it would be like if, these characters focus on like, things that we learned during the pandemic about ourselves. So yeah, it's a really nice intimate conversation about these 2 characters who are roommates, and I'll just leave it there. But I also want to give a warning. The word nigga, Nigga, is used among these characters, and they feel Well, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. So I'm just going to warn everyone about that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for that. All right, well, y'all take it away. I'm so excited. Oh, and who's reading stage directions for you?
Max is reading stage directions. Thank you, Max.
Yes, Max, thank you. Okay, I'm going away. All right, take it away.
The letter play. Cast of characters. Jordan, late 20s, black or Afro-Latin male from the South, dancer, outwardly whole, anxious on the inside. Tony, early 30s, black or Afro-Latin, actors, from the South, musician, wholesome in spirit like a big brother or sister. Scene 1. Morning, living room in Washington Heights apartment. Stage left, a kitchen, which opens up to the apartment living room at center stage. Stage right is Jordan's small bedroom. Jordan, in sweaty athletic gear and headphones, enters stage left. The audience hears what Jordan hears. Beyonce's Homecoming album. Jordan goes directly to his bedroom without seeing his roommate. Jordan's roommate, Tony, is in the kitchen finishing up dishes. Jordan enters the door to his room for a couple minutes to change clothes. Jordan re-enters the stage in tights with a towel, dancing to the music. The music is now playing from a portable speaker. He's heading to the bathroom, which is stage left, but doesn't notice Tony. Midway to the bathroom, he realizes he left something in his room, goes back to the room, and just as he's heading back towards the bathroom, he is shocked by seeing his roommate, Tony.
Back from another run.
Oh my gosh, you scared the hell out of
I
me.
didn't mean to scare you.
I thought I was the only one home.
I'm here every Wednesday morning. You enter the door blasting Homecoming at 7 o'clock.
Am I that loud?
You come in playing the same song.
Oh wow.
You're in the middle of Countdown, then comes Check on It, and I believe Deja Vu should be coming up now. Am I right?
You know my whole routine, huh?
You were clocked. 5 miles today, right?
4 weeks straight.
Child, I love the commitment, but I don't see how you do it.
You can do it too. It's honestly not that bad.
Baby, I can't even get past a mile.
You can start at 1 mile, then work your way up. It's a mind game. Once you see that you can get past your limits and let it go, then you are in the flow. You can come with me one day.
I'll pass.
Health is wealth.
I honestly should be doing something physical, but let these doctors tell it.
We deserve to be able to have a healthy bodies.
'Tis true.
I wish I could tell my entire family that.
Honey.
Once I was in college, right? And I made the biggest commitment to my health for the first time. I decided to follow the whole Shanti's program, and it was insanity. I just did it. 6 days out the week, diet and everything. I didn't tell nobody. Just wanted everyone to see my whole results. Then one day, I went home to visit my family, and my grandmother tells me, "Baby, you look sick. You look like you got the big one."
The big one?
Same thing I said. The big one was apparently the big disease.
The big disease?
She was trying to say I had HIV.
What the hell?
Yeah.
She said what? Why would she say that?
I had no clue where it came from.
That is not okay, Grandma.
Little did she know, I had already been unpacking trauma and getting over my own fears of dying from STIs.
You were not going to die. An STI is normal if you're having sex with multiple partners. Anything can happen.
Well, I know that now.
You were just misinformed.
You couldn't tell me that then? Every time I had any type of activities, I would be digging up my own grave. I was so traumatized that my professor ordered me to go see Janice.
Who was Janice?
Oh, Janice was the only Black woman at the council and mental health center. I can still remember to this day. You need to go see Janice.
Not the only Black woman.
Not the only Black woman, but the only Black therapist at the university of more than 50,000 people. That was the first time ever seeing a therapist. From then on, I've been trying to clean up all the shit I had no clue I've been carrying.
Honey, it's a journey. The biggest thing you can do is forgive.
Forgive? Why do I need to forgive these people who have hurt me? I mean, it's not my fault that she projected that on me. How are you gonna say that your grandchild has autoimmune disease just because I ain't the same size as everyone else?
I mean, you probably did look sick. Grandmother knows best, right?
Tony.
Child, I'm just playing. I get it. I'm telling you from my own experience, regardless of any diagnosis or anyone's projection of how you're supposed to navigate your life, it is not your job to carry shame or guilt of anyone.
You make it seem like it's just easy. I just want to be whole and not have to focus on all the negative situations that have happened to me.
Keep doing your work. It'll pay off.
Thank you. We will see what more I get into in therapy today.
Why are you still seeing that lady?
I'm doing my best to give her grace.
How much grace do you need to be given a therapist that can barely focus on you? She was hired to help you.
She's the best person Medicaid can find. You can take what you can get when you're trying to survive, you know?
Why didn't you say anything to me about it?
I don't know. I don't know how much of my stuff you can carry.
Oh, baby, I've carried more stuff than you ever know. When you've been where I've been, my worst days have become a gift.
I don't think we have much time to unpack all my stuff.
Jordan, if you don't stop reflecting, you have nowhere else to hide.
I am not hiding. I promise you. I'm in a really good place. Before you know it, I wouldn't have anything else to carry. I wonder if he received my letter today.
It's only been a week, right?
But I don't know how he's gonna respond. Is he gonna write me back? Will he call? That could take forever, you know.
At this point, it is out of your hands. You have to trust that the address you were sent was the right one and let it go. If he responds, just be ready to talk.
I'm curious what he thinks of me.
No, don't let me be stepping over any boundaries, because I don't know what your relationship is like with your father, and I don't want to be judging him, but what that man thinks of you, that's on him. He has a problem, he can go to hell.
I wouldn't care. We don't have the closest relationship. The nigga ain't perfect. He's still a nigga, though.
I didn't know you use nigga.
I don't. But that's the best word I could use. Fathers be out here doing nigga shit. Don't tell nobody I said it, though. I don't want to get canceled by the elders.
Child, anybody can point out some nigga shit at this point. Look up that hashtag nigga shit. There's plenty out there. So if you choose to describe your father's negativity, then I think the elders would understand.
You right. Well, I hope that nigga responds to me. Okay, I quit. That's it. Zip. God forgive me.
Speaking of nigga shit, rent is due today.
Oh, I sent it to you when you requested it on Venmo a couple days ago.
No, you didn't. I checked yesterday and nothing arrived.
I'm pretty sure I sent it to you. I sent it on last Thursday as soon as I got my paycheck. If I don't have any money for anything else, I will have the rent money for sure. I will promise I will miss a meal if I have to, but if I haven't learned anything about this living in this city, that's been it.
Actually, you're right. It was Nate. He didn't send me money. Sorry.
You good. I get it. Shit happens.
Well, I need to be talking to Nate. Oh, God. I'm late for work. Let me get a car.
How are rehearsals going?
Rehearsals are good. We missed you last week.
Good. Hopefully, I'll be back next week. I'm excited for your performance, you know.
Yes, it's been great. Hopefully we can have it.
Why wouldn't you have it?
You haven't heard? They've been reporting about some virus in Asia that could start a global pandemic.
Oh, not another one of these Ebola, swine flu type situations. I've heard people whispering about it at work. I don't believe it. They out here making people afraid for nothing. You know, my cousin had the swine flu when we were in high school, and they had me thinking she was on her deathbed.
I hear it's much worse than that. Apparently people are dying at high rates.
Oh my gosh, people die every day, Tony.
Of course, but you should be careful out there. You never know what can happen. And as you should know, viruses do not mind destroying generations.
Okay, Tony. Don't get all serious now.
Have you heard what they're saying on the news?
I can keep up with the news. I'm barely keeping up with myself. And I ain't trying to keep up with 45 tweets and another black man's body dead. There's so many information you can take in, and all that shit ain't healthy.
I hear you, but at least you're informed.
Informed about what? Pain, death, disaster?
Look, I get it. I have to take media with a healthy dose too, but coming from another artist to another artist, you need to know what's going on in the world. An artist's duty is to reflect the times.
How can I reflect the times when I can barely reflect on myself? Let me work on myself before I try to take on the world's problems, all right? It's too much shit out here for me to try to take care of.
I love you, Jordan.
I love you too, Tony.
my car is here. A mask? This is new. I don't have a mask. Okay, let me grab my scarf. I'll see you later then. Have a beautiful day, beautiful black man.
And have a beautiful day too, beautiful black man.
Tony exits stage left. Jordan pulls out his phone and begins watching a video clip of a speech from Oprah that he's had preset on his phone. The audience can hear the following, and I'm here to tell you that you're going to be more than okay. So take a deep breath with me right now and repeat this. Everything is always working out for me. I want to hear it. Everything is always working out for me. That's my mantra. Make it yours. Jordan repeats the mantra a couple of times before he goes to take a shower.
Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me.
End of scene.
Yay! Oh my gosh, great work, great work, great work. Wow. Oh, wow. Keep writing, keep working, keep developing. I want to see where this goes. I love seeing this, this love between these two roommates. It's so awesome seeing that. Great work. Okay, Jung-hee, you are up next. How are you feeling?
Good.
Fabulous. Tell us about your piece.
So this is a piece that's loosely based on my own experience growing up in a cult. Yeah, so New York City subway stuff. Hope you guys like that. Content warnings for pregnancy, mental illness, and religious zealotry and vandalism.
Great, fabulous. And are your actors here? Would you like to introduce them?
Everyone's here. So I have Carter Ford as the man, Grace Ann as woman, Peyton as girl, and Peter as the street preacher.
Yes, I love it. And who's on stage directions?
And stage directions is Jose.
Yes, Jose, love it. Fabulous. All right, sorry, take it away. I can't wait to see it.
Stand Clear, a new play by Jung-hee Celeste Kispi. Scene 1, spring 1992. Manhattan, New York City. The woman and the man, both in their early 40s, stand on a street corner waiting for the light to change. It is unclear whether they are together. Upon the light change, they make to peel off in different directions. The man suddenly grabs the woman's arm.
Where are you going? We're parked on 3rd.
I know, but the doctor... Hey, look, we've got to cross before we get hit by a car. Are you crazy?
Me? Crazy? You're the one who don't know where we park.
The woman gives in and follows him to the opposite side of the street before shaking him off. They are clearly blocking others, but don't seem to notice or care.
You heard the doctor. He said the baby's restless, that she wants to come out, but she just needs some help.
She's going to need a lot of help if she keeps making me drive all the way into the city for her nonsense.
It's not nonsense, and you don't have to drive anyone anywhere. The doctor said to take the subway. It'll, jiggle her around, and she'll start to come out.
I don't want her to come out yet. She's not due for another 2 days, and we already have that other one at home.
The woman walks away from him. Throughout the following conversation, they pace back and forth across the stage.
Did you call Vicky and tell her we were going to be late? I hope she's able to watch Nuna for a little longer.
Yes, I called her. I told her we were on our way back. So can you please come to the car so we can get home? You have another baby. She needs her teta.
She's over a year old. She hasn't breastfed in months.
Well, my mother always had some baby hanging off of her. Seriously, where are you going?
I told you a million times. I'm doing what the doctor said. I am taking the train.
Across the stage, the iconic green top light pole of the subway begins to glow. The woman waddles towards it.
See you at home.
The man waits a moment, then huffs and follows after. Lights dim as the main set forms the interior of an NYC subway car. There are the typical poles and benches, the longest in the middle, and a two-seater on stage left. There are 2 sets of doors between the benches. Above the longest bench, there is a sign indicating the current station, which changes each scene. Currently, it reads L. The lights come up to show the woman and the man seated near the middle of the bench. The train is filthy. The woman is unbothered by this, but the man is disgusted.
I don't know why you think the doctor wants you to take this dirty thing.
It's the New York City subway system. It's been around for almost 100 years.
Have they cleaned it since they made it? Why are you trying to make me look bad? we have a car and you're pregnant and you're making me take this train. Do you want people to think that we're broke?
If you're so worried about that, then you're welcome to drive back home. I told you I would meet you there.
You're trying to shake this baby when you shouldn't. And now there are all these germs and you should just let her come out on her own.
I'm doing what the doctor said, okay? There's a station coming up. You can get off if you want.
They sit stubbornly in silence. A sound of doors and a light indicate a stop, and the invisible subway crowd enters the train car, along with the very visible street preacher who is hosting a handful of flyers.
Let us raise our hands in praise of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He rises and gives us blessing upon blessing, and we must serve his call. Jesus, born of the flesh, came to us from humble beginnings and fought for our salvation. Jesus must be granted entrance into our lives, brothers and sisters, into our earthly lives.
The street preacher continues his general religious murmurings as he walks through the car. The man raises his hand in praise.
Amen, brother.
The woman flags down the street preacher before he passes, and he hands her several flyers. The man waits until he is out of sight before turning to the woman who is scanning the flyers.
Why do you take their shit?
You were just saying amen.
Yeah, because of Jesus. I don't need the guy's papers.
We've been doing the same thing for 20 years. You know how church leaders can be when you don't give away all of your material.
Yeah, but we're the good guys. That man is unrighteous, bothering people on the train.
Isn't that how you joined the church? Someone witnessing to you on the Brooklyn Bridge?
That was a bridge, not a train.
The woman rolls her eyes. She then reaches into her purse and pulls out several crumpled flyers, pages, and newspaper clippings. She adds the new ones to this stack, then begins reading another document, a computer printout. The man looks over her shoulder.
What stupidity are you reading now?
Not stupidity. This is some research they did about chromosomes. My sister found it in one of her university journals.
Which sister? The fat one or the bitchy one?
They think they're close to making a breakthrough on the Human Genome Project. In just a few years, we could know everything.
Well, what is there to know? A man and a woman come together. They and make a baby, and then there are results that happen. True Father taught us this. There's nothing else we need to know.
There's a lot we need to know. There's tails. She has tails on her chromosome 21, and they don't know what that means.
As long as she doesn't have a real tail, I don't know why we care.
Because it could mean something for her brain health or her functioning health. We need to know about this stuff.
I just don't know what it is there is to know. We already have a daughter, and you're old, but you did it. And now we're doing it again. It's the same shit.
No, it's not.
She's a blessed child. She doesn't even have original sin. And in any internal yuckiness that she may have gotten from your side of the family, like your crazy mother, we can pray for her.
It's not yuckiness. Something could be wrong with her.
Hey, True Father says.
This isn't about Reverend. This is about the fact that I have the right to be worried because I am old and my mother was crazy. And the research shows that unusual behavior in chromosome 21 could not only mean Down syndrome, it could mean other mental issues too. I wish my grandparents had known about these things. I want to know these things. Don't you think we're blessed to know these things? Don't you think that could have saved my mother, everything that was wrong with her? I want to know what's wrong with my baby.
The woman's face suddenly changes and she abruptly stands, waddling towards the door. The man waits a moment, then follows.
Hey, pendeja, did you forget where we live? It's not our stop yet.
I know, I'm going back to the hospital. I think she's moving.
Doors open. Woman and man exit the train, doors shut. Flash of lights and the screech of the subway is heard. Scene 2, 1996, Queens, New York, the 7 train. The doors ding and reopen. The woman is no longer pregnant. She holds a baby in one arm and pulls along the 4-year-old girl who is wearing pajamas. They enter the car and sit.
Why are we on the train at night?
Going to the hospital.
Why? Because my tummy hurts?
Because you haven't slept in 5 days.
What about my tummy?
I'm sure they'll check that too, but for now we need to figure out why you aren't sleeping. Are you sure you're not tired?
I'm very tired. I just can't sleep. Is there something wrong with baby Annie too?
No, she's fine. She just needs to stay with me so she can eat.
There's a long pause. The girl swings her feet and pulls on her pigtails, occasionally making a face as she rubs her stomach.
How many stops? I want to count them.
Going to the hospital. You know how many stops that is.
Yeah, but I would have had to start counting from home. I don't know where we are.
Just please sit down.
The woman reaches into her bag and pulls out a notebook and 2 colored pens.
Here, why don't you sit and draw your four position foundations?
Why do you keep making me do these? You don't make Nuna do it.
Because Nuna sleeps. Here. Now, how do we begin our diagram on origin, division, union, action?
Oh, we start in the middle with love.
No, not in the middle. We start at the top with origin.
But love is the center.
But it doesn't start there.
She moves the girl's hand to the top of the page.
You have to start with origin.
Okay, and then the division of subject
She draws a bubble on the left side of the page and labels it.
and object.
She draws and labels it on the right.
Good. Now at the bottom, completing the 4 positions is
Union.
Girl draws, then pauses.
I don't get it. Why is union separate from love? Why is union separate from any of them?
because from the origin, we divide into positions of subjects and objects, and it's only through the division and then reconnection that we come back to union.
The girl then begins to draw arrows between the top and bottom circles.
So we can connect them like this.
No, not.
Then we put the arrows through here.
No, that's not.
I don't get it. You want to put love in the middle first so the arrows fit. Why can't they go right across? Why can't we have them connect directly?
The woman makes to respond, but the baby starts to fuss. She tries to settle her, but the baby's cries become more urgent. Finally, the girl pulls the baby from the woman's arms into her own lap. She cradles the baby as it quiets, then looks at the woman expectantly.
It's just important to remember that it starts with Heavenly Father, that it starts with the origin.
The woman makes to take the baby back, but the girl refuses, instead beginning to draw again.
Okay. And then we put all the reciprocating arrows between the circles. And there you go. You know, if they're all connected, this works too, to put origin on one side and union on the other, and then subject on the top and object on the bottom.
I mean, the diagram technically works in any direction. It's a two-dimensional drawing on a piece of paper.
The girl turns to face the other direction.
And this way works too.
Woman quickly takes the baby from her.
No, it doesn't, because that puts both object and union in a dominant position.
It's a big box and they all have arrows going toward each other. How can you tell what's dominant?
Woman readjusts the baby, who is beginning to fuss again.
It's on the top.
It's a two-dimensional drawing on a piece of paper.
Okay, all right, Smarty. It's at the top of the page. Let's draw the 4-position family foundation.
The girl clutches her stomach in discomfort and begins to draw. This one she does quickly and without assistance. At the top, there's a circle that reads God. To the left, she makes a bubble labeled husband. Then one that says wife, and then makes a circle for the bottom, but does not fill it in. She pauses, then scribbles over the entire diagram vigorously, grinning. The screen goes blank.
Why would you do that?
I wanted to put love in the middle first.
The girl flashes the new diagram, which now appears on the screen behind her. It has a massive heart in the middle of the 4 bubbles. The final bubble reads children.
Please just finished it.
The girl remains in her seat, doodling absently until the train appears to hit a bump. She hurries back over to the woman. She places her arm around her. The girl leans in and closes her eyes.
Does your tummy still hurt?
Yes, but so does my brain.
You mean your head hurts? Like you have a headache?
No, my brain. Like inside.
What do you mean? Is there something inside your brain? Like something talking to you?
The train helps. It makes my brain hurt less.
The woman sits panicked for a moment. The girl hops up, taking the woman's hand, and leads her to the doors.
I started counting again. We're getting off here.
Doors open, lights flare as they exit the train, and the doors shut. End of scene.
Yay! Take a bow. Great work. Great job. Fabulous. I love that. And so I'm so like, what's gonna happen? The little clues you're laying about, this cult and this family. We're all like, ooh, yeah, can't wait to see where this goes. Keep writing this, keep working on this. I can't say that enough. Thank you so much. Thank you to the actors. And yes, amazing. Amazing. Rafa, it's you're up next.
Hi.
Hi.
That's a wonderful journey.
Rafa, tell us about your piece and bring your actors on.
Oh yeah, sure. So my actors can go ahead and come on screen. This piece is a play that I've had in my mind for a long time, and thanks to this class, it really just came out of me and onto the page, and I'm really excited to be sharing it with you all. I will give a little bit of a heads up. This is in Spanish, and I don't have a solid way of showing you all subtitles, but the stage directions are going to be in English, so sorry for that dual thing there. But my actors, please introduce yourselves. Starting with Lluvia.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lluvia, and I'm reading for Felicidad.
Hi, I'm Orlando. I'll be reading for Gabriel.
Hi, I'm Nilsson. I'll be reading for Pascuala.
Yes, and then I know we also have Jose, who's going to be joining us, reading a few parts for My Borrachos. And then Max is our stage direction reader. So let's go ahead and take it away.
Did you plan for them all to wear red?
Oh.
Okay. All right. Take us away. Take us away.
Okay, this is Felicidad. Act 1, prologue. Darkness. Perhaps this is a dream. We hear a faint, ghostly applause growing louder. The audience find themselves in the middle of a vast, dark concert in a hall. We are in Mexico circa 1960. Suddenly, we see a pure white LED light shining at a microphone center stage. We hear the playful laughter of a youthful singer running back on stage to perform an encore. The crowd goes wild. Felicidad, 18, walks back on stage, waving to the audience as bright and full of energy as the shining light on her face. She has a classic wavy hairdo and is dressed in a beautiful green gown. She is a ballad singer. She is an angel with the tongue of a snake when necessary.
Esta canción se la dedico a mi madre. Me la cantaba casi diario de niña y siempre me traía mucha tranquilidad. Espero brindarles a ustedes un poco de esta calidad.
The crowd applauds again, but begins to die down quickly. We hear a few catcall whistles here and here. Felicidad looks out into the crowd when she hears them. A single black or a top light on stage flickers for a quick second. There's a crack in the illusion of it all. She feigns flattery. She knows this will keep the crowd in love with her. She is a performer after all. Music begins and Felicidad gives a profound and emotional performance of De Colores. At the end of the song, as the end of the song fades, Felicidad stands frozen in her last pose, breathing. The crowd goes wild. There's clapping and whistling of all sorts. The same light as before flickers again and Felicidad notices. The illusion is falling apart. As she looks up at the lights, more of them begin flickering. We can hear the sound of glass breaking in the background. The entire dream sequence is being shattered and melted away as we begin to hear the sounds of reality coming to life around us and on stage. Scene 1. Lights begin to fade up. We are now sitting in a rowdy cantina. A bar is rolled on stage, being run by a middle-aged female bartender, Pascuala. Felicidad is back in her same spot from before, which is now a small stage in the cantina. She is wearing a green dress, though not as grand and elaborate as the gown from the prologue. Her hair is just as beautiful as we've seen. Several tables are rolled on with several drunk men sitting and standing around, shouting praise for her performance and beauty. Several borrachos approach her stage.
Ay, mamacita, ¿por qué le haces esto a mi corazón? Feli, cásate conmigo.
Felicidad tries to make her way off stage toward the bar, but the men crowd her, arms outstretched as though someone were offering free candy to children.
¿Cuál mamacita? Ni qué chingados, esa es mi mamazota. Cállate, pendejo, tú ni la conoces. ¿Cómo de que no la conozco? Poncho, si amaneció en mi cama.
Felicidad hears this, is disgusted by it, and walks straight up to the man.
Escúchame, asqueroso infeliz. Ni hoy, ni mañana, nunca entraría a tu cama. Es más, ni a tu casa entraría. Preferiría quedarme afuera en una tormenta de tierra a las 2 de mañana en invierno que volver a pasar otro segundo con ustedes viendo quién la tiene más larga. Parecen una bola de perros, no sirven para nada.
Borracho 3 takes a step away from Felicidad. Did she push a button? Is he going to hit her? Before we can tell for sure, he passes out and collapses. The others laugh as they try to wake him up. He does this all the time. Felicidad walks toward the bar for a drink.
No le hagas caso a esos pendejos, Feli. Yo sí te quiero.
Ay, Tavo, pero es que tú sabes que no me gusta la tomadera.
¿Cuál tomadera, File? No tomo tanto así que digamos. Nomás es para matar la sed.
Oh, pues ¿cuántas sed tienes, Tavo?
Por eso te quiero, File. Tú dices las cosas al chile, tal y como son.
A mí también me gusta que me hablen así como tú dices, al chile. Entonces, no me andes queriendo chantajear con promesas de noviero.
Feli, escúchame. Quiero que me cantes a mí.
Borracho 1 gets a little too close for comfort. Felicidad can no longer keep up her charade.
Mira, Tavo, ya te he dicho que yo no soy así. Entonces, por favor, te me quitas que yo sí tengo sed.
She walks into Borracho 1 as though she might kiss him, but pushes him to the side. Gabriel 19 has been watching, enjoying his beer at the bar. He is wearing a baseball hat, windbreaker, jeans, and heavily used sneakers.
Mira, princesita, yo soy tu fan número 1. Soy el que siempre está aquí escuchando tu pinche boste.
Ten cuidado con lo que dices, compa, porque te puede escuchar la persona indicada para darte en el pinche hocico.
Felicidad moves between the two.
Gracias, pero no necesito que un hombre pelee mis batallas. Tequila.
Before she can finish what she's saying, Borracho 1 goes for a huge swing. Gabriel pushes Felicidad out of the way at the end of Borracho's follow-through. Gabriel pushes Borracho from behind, knocking him to the floor. Felicidad makes her way to her feet and over to the bar as everyone settles down and she takes her shot.
Hijo de top.
He lunges at Gabriel, who one arm redirects Borracho 1 into a table behind him. He hits his head on the table and falls to his knees. He struggles to recover and get to his feet.
Pascualita, 2 mezcales, ¿sí?
2?
Borracho 1 lunges at Gabriel from behind again. Predictable. Gabriel sidesteps and trips Borracho, knocking him to the ground where he says. Some of the crowd cheers. Some are disappointed it's over. The bartender pours the 2 shots.
Sí, me dio sed lidiando con este güey.
Aquí tienes, Gabrielito.
Ya te dije que me llamo Gabriel, nomás Gabriel y ya.
He takes 1 shot.
Nomás así, sin un limón.
¿Limón? ¿Y para qué quiero un limón? ¿No es taco?
He's proud of his joke. He takes a 2nd shot.
Buenas noches, Gabriel. Chao, Pascuala. Muchas gracias, amor.
Descanse, mija. Mañana vienes por tus propinas.
Felicidad gives Gabriel a kiss on the cheek and walks out.
Ándale, Gabrielito. Al fin hablaste con ella. No la dejes ir.
Y sigues con esa pinche costumbre.
Ay, con esta boca quieres besar a Feli. Hay mujer en tu presencia.
¿Dónde?
Mira, hijo de tu... Nomás te sale un pelillo en el pecho y te crees gran hombre.
Tengo más que eso. ¿Te puedo enseñar?
Ya, muchacho pelado.
Entonces, ¿qué? ¿Sí crees que le guste?
Ay, mijo. Pero si hombre debe ser. ¿Cuándo has visto que Feli le dan tanto atención a los hombres que vienen aquí? ¿Tú escuchaste cómo se las rayo?
Sí, ¿verdad? Con ese que se puso bravillo quedé bien.
Uy, sí, qué bueno que estuviste aquí. Aunque este te veo, perdería una pelea contra su propia pared.
¿Yo qué?
Pues tú como que nomás te hacías al lado, ¿no?
Voy tras Feli. Tienes toda la razón. No puedo dejar que este momento se escape. Ahí luego te pago los mezcales.
Gabriel runs out the door. Scene 2. The bar melts away and we see him come across Felicidad standing outside in the moonlight. Maybe they rotate into view. She seems to be praying to the moon. Gabriel finally has her to himself.
El verde te queda muy bonito, ¿sabías?
Ay, me asustaste.
Disculpa. Me di cuenta que siempre te pones un vestido verde.
¿Y tú siempre tienes esa gorra?
Ah, sí. Es que siempre vengo después de jugar.
¿Siempre?
Bueno, pues desde que te escuché cantar.
Y desde que me escuchaste cantar, ¿prefieres venir a mi cantina a estar con tus compas?
¿Tu cantina? ¿Acaso eres dueña? Ay, perdón, doña Feli.
Ay, mira qué suerte me halló un payasito.
She reaches for the bill of his hat and pushes it down, almost covering his eyes. Before she can let go, Gabriel takes her hand, twirls her, dips her, and kisses her, covering their faces on the downstage side with his baseball cap. Felicidad breaks away after a moment.
Y además eres un atrevido.
Tú me besaste primero.
En el cachete, Gabrielito, no en los labios.
Mire, señorita, yo no veo ningún Gabrielito por aquí. Solo somos usted y yo, dos jóvenes enamorados.
Y ahora resulta que hasta enamorada estoy.
Tiene toda la razón, señorita. No fue mi intención asumir y decir una mentira. ¿Es mentira?
Gabriel, lo único que sé de ti es que te gusta el béisbol. Al menos eso me dices. ¿Cómo podría estar enamorada de ti?
También sabes que siempre tengo esta gorra. Me has visto. También me ves. Me buscas. ¿O digo otra mentira?
Buscarte. Yo no te busco.
¿Reconociste mi gorra?
Quien sea te vería desde lejos con esa gorra naca.
Pero dijiste que siempre me ves.
Veo la gorra una que otra vez, pero siempre veo tanta gente y jamás te reconocería con esa monstruosidad.
Sabía que eres dura, pero tanto.
En este mundo se tiene que hacer. ¿O tú no lo crees? Gabrielito, disculpa, Gabriel, pero ¿entiendes a lo que voy?
Sí. Todos tenemos nuestra reputación, nuestra imagen que cuidar.
Algo así. Y para una mujer es doble el trabajo. Aquí nadie me conoce. No verdaderamente. Nadie conoce mis sueños, mis gustos, ni mi apellido. Pero me ven bonita, me ven cantando en la cantina, un lugar donde va mucho hombre a tomar, obvio, y ya con eso soy una puta.
Yo no digo eso. Y nunca lo diría.
Te creo. No sé por qué, pero te creo.
Porque no te estoy mintiendo.
Awkward electric silence. Then,
Bueno,
Quiero
Gabriel,
saber más
debería
de...
irme. ¿Qué quieres saber?
Todo. No te vayas.
Estás tomado.
No es cierto. Te lo compruebo.
¿Y eso cómo lo vas a hacer?
Te voy a conquistar.
Ni que fuera terreno.
No, claro que no, eres terreno, Feli. Eres bella. Tienes una voz que llega hasta los fondos del alma. Eres tierna, pero fuerte a la misma vez. Se ve en tu rostro cuando cantas y yo sí quiero saber más de ti. Cuéntame tus sueños, tu historia. Dime, ¿cuál es tu apellido?
Felicidad does nothing.
Por aquí hay muchos disque hombres que no entienden a una mujer como tú. Les asusta o algo así estar con una mujer que los pueda retar. No saben cómo tratar a una mujer como se debe.
¿Y tú sí?
Te digo, te lo voy a comprobar.
¿Crees que eres el primero hombre en decirme todo? Este mundo está lleno de gente que habla y habla, parecen chihuahuas todos, ladre y ladre, y cuando llega su momento se mean. Yo te voy a tratar bien. Tú eres la única para mí. Qué bonito cantas. Voy a dejar de tomar. Lo he escuchado todo. Yo no quiero palabras ni promesas falsas. Yo quiero acción.
Before Felicidad can finish speaking, Gabriel takes her face and presses his lips against her in another passionate moment.
Entonces ya está. A partir de este momento, eres mi novia.
Felicidad seems reluctant for a moment, then decides to collapse into his arms.
No me engañes, Gabriel. Mi corazón está en tus manos.
They embrace under the moonlight for a moment as Felicidad looks up to the moon. Blackout.
Woo! Yay! Yes, the chemistry, the chemistry, the chemistry. Oh my. Woo-wee, the chemistry. Mike, I heard you got some sick beats for us. Is that true? Okay, this is where we invite everyone to turn on your cameras and let's take a quick little break from all this serious drama and get some partying in, you know, a little me time, a little release the juices, a little dance. Yeah. Yes. Mike, do you want to make any announcements or anything?
I thought it was just fun watching everybody dance. It was great. Give it up for our first. Everybody unmute yourselves and make a lot of noise. Make noise for that first round of writing and actors. Oh, exciting. New work, new writers. For those of you that are new and watching right now, my name is not at the PGE on Venmo, but if you happen to be on Venmo and go to at the PGE and happen to send us $1 million, we will gladly take it. Or five, anything. We are a nonprofit. Anything that you would like to donate, feel free to do that throughout the evening. Or if you're watching this like 14 days from now or 2 years from now, we'll gladly accept it. On the amazing. Hello to all. Annabelle, it's nice to meet you on the YouTube. And we saw Jaleesa was out there. Hello. I'm just saying hello to all the people. Okay, June, nice to meet you. Thanks for watching. Other things that are coming up for the Playground Experiment, our last volume of the year. Volume is very similar to what you're watching right now, but it's in person and sometimes virtual, where 6 writers bring in 15 minutes of work in process. We have our next volume of the year coming up on next Monday on the 12th with Ben Dworkin, Kendra Augustine, Matthew J. Kaplan, Niall Estevan Martinez Ridgely, Peter Macklin, and Raven Petretti. And you don't have to remember any of that because all you have to do to go to the PGE.com and find out all things that are coming up. other things that are coming up. I do want to say this. It is officially off the presses. Our Faces of America Monologue Festival #4 anthology book is officially printed. You can get that. This is our 4th edition. We just did our festival 2 weeks ago. We just posted, if you're watching this on YouTube, click to the video right next to it. We have our first ever roundtable where we have 4 theater companies from New York City having a wonderful talk on how to make theater a more equitable and diverse place. So they're amazing theater companies, and you should know about all of them. We have the Latinx Play Circle, Project One Voice, Theater Breaking Through Barriers, and the Breaking the Non-Binary Theater Festival. Leaders from all 4 of those companies talk for 1 hour on what they're doing and how we can help them and us make this a better theater world. Just like David's class is doing, creating stories with these amazing 6 writers. Also, I just wanted to do a big poll here. What's cool about David's class is people come back. Who here has taken David's class in the past and is just participating as an actor tonight? Unmute yourself or show your face. We have a bunch of people, right? Woo! There's MA. This is what's great about this community. People that have taken the class come back. They're still part of the community. It's because of David and his infectious smile and all of this, and also great teaching. That being said, I'm going to disappear again, give it back to David, bring up our next amazing writer, and I'm going to disappear. Bye. Thanks for hearing me talk for 2 minutes. Go to the PG.
What are you eating, Matthew? Yes, Sandra. Sandra is next. How are you, Sandra? I love your color coordination here with your background and your sweater. It looks great. Yes. Yeah. And what Mike was saying is true. I hope all of y'all 6 writers stay in the community and keep developing your work through the PGE. You can always drop in Tuesdays at noon for writing time and Thursdays at 7 p.m. for writing time on Zoom. You can go in person once a month to the live volumes. You can do the virtual ones once a month. So there's lots of ways to stay involved and keep writing these plays that you started and just hold yourself accountable to finishing them. Because we all need accountability. Me too. If it wasn't for deadlines, I would not write anything, and that's just the sad truth. So sign up to share pages and hold yourself accountable. Sandra, tell us about this play that you're writing.
Well, it's in the beginning stages, and it's about relationships, and it's about a serious incident that happened and content information, a passing of a child, and how people, how and when things hit them and how they hit them, and how they express and process whatever's going on in their life, and new things that they learn out about themselves. And where's Laura? So I would like my actors to introduce themselves.
Maybe Laura thought she had more time to pee. I don't know.
Oh,
Laura,
okay.
are you
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm on my phone. It's a different animal than a laptop.
Okay.
So, you
I
know.
would love my actors to introduce themselves, please.
Sure.
And thank you very much.
Okay.
Mara.
Hello. I'm Brittany Del Sarte Chapman, your cousin below the Mason-Dixon line, and I'm reading for Mara.
Leroy.
Bill Johnson here, reading for Leroy from Uptown Manhattan.
And mother or mom?
Yes. Yes, I'm playing mom, and I'm Laura E. Johnston from the BK.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Laura, I need to give you a hug. All right, take it away. I'm disappearing. Oh, and who's on stage directions?
God, Jose, thank you.
If Only I Had, by Sandra Paris. Mara is sitting on her living room floor, surrounded by magazine cutouts and photos. She separates pictures and places one of them on top of the 3 manila envelopes next to her. She hears the front door opening and hides pictures under the envelopes. Leroy enters the front door reading mail. Leroy glances at Mara and returns to mail.
Hey,
Hi, can I have it?
have what?
The tape.
What tape?
The tape I asked you to get when you were in CVS.
Oh, I forgot. Right, I forgot.
What do you mean you forgot? You said you were right by the stationery section when you called me.
Yeah, I know. I just got distracted. Sorry. Listen, did you get that message from Sandy about the get-together Sunday?
Yeah, I could have gotten it myself, but you said you were right there.
And I know. I'll get it tomorrow.
I was waiting for it.
Not yet. I'll get it tomorrow. Hey, you want to get some Thai food for dinner? Williams brought some back to the office for lunch. The whole place smelled good. Been jonesing about it since then. Pad C something. Pad C, shoot. I was practicing it all afternoon. Pad CU, that's it, yeah. Wide noodles. Sort of reminded me of egg noodles. It was mixed with chicken and broccoli. Chinese broccoli. Have you ever had Chinese broccoli? Sort of reminded me of collard greens. Well, sort of. And it had this curry sauce, not like West Indian curry. And the smell, the aroma. I always like that word. Been thinking about this dish all day. So you want to try it? Did you get the message about Sunday? Hey, are you listening to me? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Mara stands to place envelopes on the bookshelf.
What's all this stuff on the floor?
Pictures. I was waiting to tape together with the tape I asked you to get from CVS.
Oh my God, Ma, I forgot. I'm sorry. Sometimes you just forget.
You didn't forget about the Pad CU.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
Hey, you buy your laptop? Look up that Thai place on Marigold, a couple of blocks south of CVS. Mara, you heard me?
I heard you.
Did you get Sandy's message? It should be fun. I could use a good party.
Leroy heads back to the living room. Mara quickly moves away from the bookshelf.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Why'd you jump like that?
I wasn't jumping.
For God's sakes.
It's not just. It's not just.
Hold on. No. What's going on with you?
Nothing is going on with me. You said you bring the tape. I said I needed it, and you said you bring it. You said you were right by the stationery section, and you would pick it up.
And I said I was sorry. What else do you want me to do?
Nothing. Not a thing.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
Mara goes to the bedroom. There are sounds of drawers and closets opening and closing. Leroy walks over to the bookshelf, takes one of the manila envelopes, begins to open it, puts it back. He sits down and turns on the TV, switching channels. Mara, in a different outfit, comes out of the bedroom with a small overnight bag. She walks to the table and begins going through her pocketbook, checking her laptop. Leroy turns down the TV volume.
Where you going?
Out.
Look, if you want me to go back and get a tape, I will. Then I'll stop at that Thai place. Where you going? I said I would.
Out.
Out where?
Not to CVS.
What? Why are you? What's going on with you?
I'm gonna go hang out with Linda.
What's in the bag? What's in the bag?
It's late. I
Just
figured.
in case it's late. What?
I figured I'd stay over at Linda's.
Since when is there a cutoff time for you to come back home?
Look, I need a moment.
You need a moment. But I forgot the tape you.
This is why I need a moment.
Are you kidding me? What? You're leaving because I didn't bring tape home you wanted.
I didn't say I was leaving. What I said was I need a moment, and I was going to Linda's. And if I'm out, and I'm late,
Or you forget your address, or you forget you have a husband.
how could I forget that?
What? What'd you say?
Look, I need some space right now.
All this because
I don't want to talk right now.
What the hell? Look, did something happen at work? This can't be over some tape. What are you doing? Mara, answer me.
I'll talk to you later.
Mara, what's going on? Are you feeling okay?
I'll see you later.
Mara walks to her car and sits for a few minutes before pulling out her phone.
Hey, what's up? Oh, nothing. I'm sitting in my car. No. I'm okay. I just needed some air. Everything's fine. All I wanted was for Leroy to bring home some tape from CVS. He was in CVS, was walking by the aisle with the tape when he called me, and he still forgot it. Never mind. It's not that important. I'm here. I don't know where I'm going. What are you up to? That's right. Yeah, I forgot. Go. No, I'm fine. No. Tell your parents I said hello, and maybe I'll see them before they leave. Okay. Bye. No, I'm fine. I'm fine, Linda. Talk to you later.
Mara gets out of the car and walks to a Reliable restaurant and sits at a booth in the corner. She picks up the menu on the table and notices a waiter coming over. She stops the waiter before getting to her table.
I'm not ready to order. Actually, I'm waiting for someone. Is it okay if I just sit here and wait? Thanks.
Mara's phone rings again. She looks at the phone. It's Leroy. She takes a deep breath and answers.
At a restaurant. I felt like eating alone. I am going to Linda's later. Look, I really don't feel like having this conversation in public. No, I'm not coming home right now. It's not just about the tape. I'm not having this conversation right now. Goodbye. I'm hanging up. Really? I'm being selfish. Oh, okay. Stop. I said, Leroy, I'm hanging up. Goodbye.
Mara takes a deep breath, makes a call.
Hey, I'm sorry to bother you again. I need a favor. And I know you hate to lie, but if Leroy should call you, could you just say I'm there and I went to sleep? No, I'm fine. I'll explain later. Linda, I'll call you tomorrow. No, of course I'm going back home tonight, but until he's sleeping, I'm fine. I don't know. I think I just need a break. I'm not coming over. Oh, don't be ridiculous and spoil your time with your parents. You know what's going on. The same thing that's been going on. Go. We'll talk tomorrow. I'm not calling you when you get home. When I get home. Oh, okay, fine. Okay, I'll text you. Bye.
Mara hangs up and puts the phone in her bag. A waiter passes her table.
Oh, excuse me. You close at midnight, right? Something came up with my friend. My friend will be here around 11 or something like that. Is it okay if I hang out? Thanks.
Mara stays at Reliable until it closes. Later that evening, Mara quietly slips into her home and sits on the couch. She tucks, sets her alarm on her phone, and lies down on the couch. Early next morning, time passes and Mara's phone vibrates. She gets up and leaves the house. Later on that morning, Leroy wakes up, looks around, checks his phone, begins to make a call, changes his mind, gets ready for work, and leaves. Shortly after, Mara comes home and listens for movement. She takes one of the envelopes of the pictures off the bookshelf to the couch and starts looking through the pictures. Her phone rings. Mara takes a deep breath and answers.
Hi, Mom. Nothing's wrong. Leo called you. Oh my God. I told him I was staying over. He told you about the tape. Well, yes, I was upset. I mean, why are you defending him? You don't even know the whole... Mom, please, I don't want to get into it. I really don't want to get into this right now. Yeah. What? I've got to go. I have another call. It's work. I'll call you back. I don't know when. Mother, I've got to take this call. Yes. Bye. I'll call you back.
Mara hangs up, sighs, searches for a particular picture, and starts talking to it.
It's funny. Well, maybe not funny. I don't know what's going on with me. Why now? I don't know what to do. It's not getting any better. Every time I think it's getting better, it's like I don't know what it's like. One of those days, I'm going to know what it's like. I saw a boy the other day who looks just like you. How would I know what you look like at 8 years old? If only I had.
Mara puts the picture back in the envelope.
Okay.
Mara's phone buzzes. She looks. It's a text from Leroy. They text each other a few times. Then Mara makes a call.
Well, how do, Miss Linda? I'm just fine. What do you tell him? Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. I know. I know you hate lying. I won't ever do that to you again. What do you mean you're an idiot? Wow. How did you remember the date? Thanks, Linda. No, we don't have to meet. You're busy, and I'm working from home, Linda. That's not necessary, okay? Lunch is fine. See you around 1.
Mara hangs up the phone. She goes to the table and gets on her laptop. She stops and looks at her phone on the couch. She starts working, stops, walks to the couch, picks up the phone, and makes a call.
Hi, Mom. What do you mean, why was work calling me? I'm working from home. I have a choice. I like working from home. What difference does it make if I work from home? Okay. I just wanted to call you back. Mother, I don't want to talk about last night. Leroy knew where I was. Oh, wife's not supposed to do what? Okay, Mom. Okay, I didn't want to call to talk about where I sleep. I just called to... I can't today. Linda's coming over for lunch. Lunch tomorrow will be fine. All right. 2 at Copeland's. See you tomorrow.
Later that evening, Mara is at the dining room table on her laptop. She goes to the bathroom. Leroy comes home swinging a CVS bag.
Lucy, I'm home. I got something for you.
Be right out.
Leroy throws his briefcase on the couch and puts the CVS bag on Mara's laptop. He glances to see what's on her screen, snickers, and rolls his eyes, and reads mail. Mara goes back to her laptop.
Got the tape.
So did I.
Good. You won't be needing any for a while.
Well, what do you want for dinner? Gabby's?
Whatever. You RSVP for Sandy's invitation?
No. Forgot. I think it's okay if you RSVP.
You still angry with me?
No. I just don't understand why you keep asking me when you could click yes, just like I can. She sent it to both of us.
Leroy changes his mind about responding and goes to the kitchen.
Still working?
Sort of.
It's not like you to work after hours.
I want to finish reading.
What are you reading?
Since when are you interested in?
You're not gonna tell me.
It's a book on intuition.
Oh, back to that.
I never left that. Just stop talking about it.
How was lunch with Linda?
Could you just let me finish?
Thought you wanted to order from Gabby's.
You need to eat right this minute.
Kinda.
Fine.
Now what's the matter?
You know what? Let's order.
No, go ahead. Finish your chapter. And since yesterday you've been acting, what did I do? Except forget the tape.
What do you want?
So it's gonna be like that again.
I wanted to finish the chapter. I was
You don't want to start taping? That seemed very important.
forget it. Let's just order pizza.
Sure, pizza.
Mara places the order and returns to reading. Leroy turns on the TV and texts on his phone. Mara closes her laptop and sits, taking in what she just read.
I RSVP'd.
Good.
So what's the name of it? The intuition book. Hello? The name?
Whose intuition are you following?
That's the name? A little weird.
What's weird about it?
How can you follow someone else's intuition? Then it's not intuition.
It's possible. People have a way of.
What's on the pizza? A way of what?
Nothing. Plain.
Shoot. Forgot to.
Leroy sends a text and after response, jumps off the couch and heads for the bedroom while Mara starts setting the table for dinner. Leroy runs out of the bedroom and grabs his briefcase and heads for the door.
Gotta go run back to the office. Something got screwed up with some of the programs. Be right back. Hopefully this won't take long. Shit.
Mara watches him leave. She sits back at her laptop and starts to read. Next day in the afternoon, Mara rushes into Copeland's. Mom, looking at the menu, waves her over to the table.
Hi.
Well, hello, stranger.
Mom, we talk almost every day.
Because I call you, but I never see you anymore.
Yeah, I've been busy. Work's been busy.
Well, I'm in the mood for fish.
Mara sharply looks at Mom. Mom looks up.
What?
What? Nothing.
Mom looks at Mara and notices a waiter approaching.
Oh, no, Mom, we need more time. I'll let you know when we're ready. Thank you. What is going on with you?
Nothing.
Nothing. I say I want fish and you look at me like you've seen a ghost.
I don't know. It took me off guard. That's all.
Off guard? From what? Mara, what is going on?
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Mom reaches over and lowers Mara's menu.
Talk.
No. This is not the time nor the place.
When is the time? For the past few days, every time I call.
Mother. Not now.
They both pick up the menus. Silence.
I'm just working some things out.
What sort of things? Are you feeling all right? Are you pregnant?
No.
Well, that wouldn't be the worst thing to happen.
I'm very much aware of that.
Well, what I meant
I know
was,
what you mean.
I thought maybe me wanting fish.
Well, can we just change the subject, please? Why are you?
Well, maybe it's time to try.
Mother.
Honey, listen to me. It's time for new beginnings. It's been 6 years and
No, it's been 8 years and 29 weeks.
Mara, I'm talking about Leroy Jr.
So am I. I don't want to talk about this.
Fine, we won't talk about it. So, what are you having?
I'm really not that hungry. I'll get something to drink.
You want me to eat by myself?
I can't have it my way, can I?
What do you mean your way? We came for lunch and why can't you eat? Just eat.
You want to eat? You can eat, even if I don't want to. After all, no matter how many times I said I don't want to talk about this, it didn't matter. So you shouldn't have a problem eating, even if I don't want to.
Look, I know how you feel. I'm just trying to help you. We all have gone through.
Mom, I need to go. I'm really, really sorry, but this has been a trying week, and I just can't do this right now. I just
What? You're leaving? Mara, what is going on?
I'm not. Sorry.
Mara leaves. Mom sits at the table for what seems like an eternity. At some point, she notices the waiter approaching.
I said I'd call you when I'm ready.
End of scene.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Wow, those performances. Goodness gracious. You were giving Tony-worthy performances over here. Wow. That was intense. Sandra, you got to finish that play. That's like, actors are going to want to play those characters. That's heavy stuff, but like such good stuff to sink your teeth in. So thank you for your performances. Keep writing, Sandra. Next up, we have Tyler. Tyler, are you here?
I'm here.
Hear me.
Hello.
Yay! Tyler, what's up? How are you? Tell me about your piece.
I'm good.
Let's meet your actors.
Yes,
Where
yes.
my actors at?
Yeah, so this is the beginning of Home Sweet Home, and it's just a comedy drama about the chosen family and gentrification and the strength and perceived strength of our homes. So those two things there. And I hope you'll enjoy some of the playfulness, the sarcasm, and a little smattering of German philosophy. I have M.A. Garner Santos as Bibi, Peyton Chavez as Mimi, Ace McCarthy as Tatouche, Ray Wilson as Lux, and Max Turner will be reading the stage directions. So just a little bit about even more background. Mimi, Bibi, and Tatouche live in their own cozy, safe, playful world. But when someone comes along to take it all away, everything starts to crumble. Will their home be left standing? Question mark.
Okay, somebody's been working on marketing materials already.
Yes.
Okay. I got the blurb. Okay, I'm gonna go away. Take it away.
This is Home Sweet Home by Tyler Dobies. Scene 1. A rustic log cabin, oak hardwood floors, the living room. There's a taxidermy deer head on the wall above the mantel of a stone fireplace. A fire crackles. Must be winter. The cozy living room has well-lived-in couches, chairs, and a coffee table. To the right, a partial view of the kitchen, white tile and light pine cabinets. To the left, the dining room set for 3. We notice that there are 3 of everything, 3 chairs, 3 portraits on the wall, but only 2 coats hanging near the door. Soon, Bibi, wearing a Henley plaid pajama pants and a wool socks, runs or slides in.
Okay. Where can I? Oh,
Bibi searches high and low for a hiding spot. He tries hiding behind the rocking chair.
too small and too see-through. Shit.
He searches for another spot and finds the coffee table.
Ooh, maybe.
He tries to crawl under the table head first. He is too big, butt in the air. He gets out. He tries feet first, but he can't scoot himself in. He gets out. He tries left side first. He's too awkward. He's getting annoyed and exasperated. Mimi counts off stage.
9, 8, 7.
No, for fuck's sake.
He gets up one more time, desperately searching for a hiding spot.
Come on. Where can I fucking hide? Yes, that's it.
He tucks himself behind the back couch cushions and somehow tosses a blanket over to quietly hide.
2, 1. Ready or not, here I come.
Mimi enters. She looks sweet, but she is fierce and something about her is unsettled.
Bibi, I'm coming to get you.
She walks around carefully, inspecting everything in sight. She approaches the closet.
Don't be shy. I'm just...
She opens the door.
Gotcha.
He isn't there.
Oh, okay.
She tries another spot to no avail. Suddenly, she spies the upset blanket on the couch. Got him.
Oh, where could he be? The kitchen?
She exits through the kitchen. Bibi shuffles under the blanket. She returns with a glass pitcher full of ice water.
Oh, he just hides too well. I just don't know where he could be.
She lifts the blanket and throws the water, ice and all, onto BB.
Mimi!
I told you couldn't outsmart me.
You got ice water?
Mhm.
That's fucking cold.
Yeah, that's the point, dumbass.
He digs himself out of the couch to go near the fire.
Why are you like this? That wasn't nice.
Because it's more fun.
Now you need to change.
Yeah, well, you should have thought about that before.
Up.
Now you have to chop wood for the next month.
Next month?
BB is shivering near the fireplace.
Yeah, the next month.
I thought it was just for the next week.
I changed it.
That's not fair. You can't do that.
You're just mad that you lost.
Whatever. Can you hand me a blanket or a towel? You're just gonna let me freeze?
You lost.
I know.
Mimi goes to grab him a blanket from a nearby basket. He takes off his wet shirt and brings it out into the pitcher.
Gross.
Here.
She hands him a blanket and he wraps himself up.
Thanks. The couch is all wet.
It's your fault.
How is it my fault?
It just is.
A commotion at the door. Keys are jangling outside. The keys fall. We hear a moan. Standing on the other side is Tatouche. He is tall and burly. He wears a Carhartt jacket and steel-toed boots. He has a beard. He holds a paper bag filled with groceries, the mail, and his knapsack. He looks at BB.
Why aren't you wearing a shirt?
I came to help you.
And are you wet?
Don't worry about that.
He lost again.
Here.
Tatouche hands BB the grocery bag to bring to the kitchen to the dining room table. Tatouche hangs his coat next to the other two.
I should have known.
He has to chop wood for the next 2 months.
Just the next week. That's what we agreed on.
Sure.
Hello, my love.
Mimi gets up to greet Tatouche. They embrace and kiss.
Ew, ew, ew.
Don't be mad that we found love and you're just a, oh, how do you say?
What?
It's like,
What, Mimi?
lonely piece of shit.
BB sighs. Tatouche laughs diminutively.
Hush, hush.
They kiss again.
How was the trip?
You know, the usual.
Did you get anything for me?
I actually.
Tatouche goes to the paper bag and produces a chocolate bar, but he doesn't notice that a piece of paper has come out with the chocolate as well. It falls to the floor.
Got you some chocolate.
Dark?
Of course. I know what you like.
Yes.
Now, go put a shirt on.
BB exits, opening his chocolate. Tatouche returns to Mimi.
I'm serious about him chopping the wood. He lost hide and go seek.
Just 1 week.
I found him. That is exactly the opposite of hidden.
Tatouche and Mimi walk to the living room.
You always do.
But seriously, how's the trip?
It was fine. Yeah, oh. You remember that one bumpy road with all the potholes on the way to the Chinese restaurant?
Which Chinese restaurant?
The one next to the old grocery store that shut down.
Ah, yes. Why?
Well, I had to drop off some tools at Mr. McAdams, who lives along the bumpy road, and it was repaved.
That stupid bumpy pothole-laden road?
I know, I couldn't believe it.
Tatouche plops down on the couch unaware.
Hey!
Ow, I forgot to tell you.
This is wet.
It's just a joke.
Just a joke? What?
I threw cold water on BB while he was hiding.
Oh, what does this have anything to do with this?
He laughs and grabs the pitcher.
No, how could you think that?
Oh, come here.
No!
Tatouche starts to chase Mimi with the pitcher. She runs around the room, laughing and playfully yelling. Soon the chase subsides. They kiss. BB re-enters, having freshly showered. He is brushing his teeth.
Are you still doing that?
Oh, here we go again.
It's time for bed.
I can see that.
Was your ass wet?
Yes, it is.
Shit, I forgot to put away the groceries.
It's okay, BB. I got it.
Really?
Yes. Look at you yawning. I got it. Both of you go to bed.
Thanks, Mimi. I owe you one.
I'll add it to your tab.
Mimi flips her off as he walks away to go to bed.
Are you sure you don't want any help?
Yes, it's fine.
Thank you, my love.
Tatoosh starts to turn to go down the hall. He stops and blows her a kiss.
You spoil me.
I'll see you in a bit.
She turns to walk toward the dining room table with the groceries. She sees the paper and bends to pick it up.
Tatoosh, what is this paper?
She trails off as she looks at it. It is a letter addressed to the house in golden lettering. Curious, she decides to open it. She messily tears open the letter. A silhouette appears upstage.
Howdy, neighbor. I am so glad you decided to open this letter. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is G. Lux, but you can call me Lux. I've been enjoying your beautiful home for the past few months now, and I want to say how incredible I think your location is. The spacious lawn, the rustic aesthetic, the pine trees, it's just spectacular. Anyway, I left this note just to say a little hello and to see if you'd be open to having a little conversation with me about your property. I mean, home. I've included my card. Feel free to drop me a line whenever you have a moment. I'm looking forward to it. Yours truly, Lux.
Mimi closes the letter and sits at the dining room table.
Huh.
She looks at the note again. A moment passes. She folds the note and places it in her bra. She picks up the grocery bag and heads to the kitchen to put the groceries away. Scene 2, a visitor. The next day, it's midday. Mimi is dusting the deer head. Tatoosh enters with a big book and announces.
It's time for your lesson.
Mimi makes a face. Tatoosh makes a stern one back. Mimi makes another. Tatoosh authoritatively points to the chair at the dining room table. Mimi goes to grab it. He sits.
Now, Hegel states, to have power over a thing ab extra constitutes possession, the particular aspect of the matter, the fact that I make something my own as a result of my natural needs, impulse, and caprice, is the particular interest satisfied my possession. But I, as free will, am an object to myself in what I possess, and thereby, for the first time, an actual will. And this is the aspect which constitutes the category of property, the true and right factor of possession.
What does ab extra mean?
From the outside.
Oh, of course. That really clarifies.
He goes on, if emphasis is placed on my needs, then the possession of property appears as a means to their satisfaction. But the true position is that from the standpoint of freedom, property is the first embodiment of freedom, and so is in itself a substantive end. What did you learn?
I understand many of the words that left your mouth.
Yes.
But not in the order you were saying them.
Okay. Remember from an earlier lesson that we as people put our will, or our soul, so to speak, into the world, and we can do so by appropriating things or changing them to make them our own.
I remember that. We are meant to share our individual will.
Yes. We are in the things we possess, this will. And in doing so, what do we find?
Tatoosh gestures to Bibi for an answer.
What?
According to the quote?
Tatoosh.
Bibi. What do we find?
Waldo.
No, we find
freedom.
Mimi has appeared in the hallway. Tatoosh meets her gaze.
Freedom. By actualizing our will in the act of appropriation, getting things, we can realize the freedom of our will.
That's the beginning of it anyway.
Is it over yet?
Yes.
Finally.
Bibi starts to dust again.
You'll learn.
I'm not so sure.
Give it time. This is not an easy text to grasp.
I just want him to understand.
So give him time to wrestle with it.
She leans in for a kiss.
Listen, I'm heading to the grocery store.
Again? I just went.
I know. love, but I just realized I hadn't put lemons on the list and I wanted to make that lemon cake.
As they speak, we see a figure upstage skipping towards the front door. The figure holds a letter. They approach the front door, raise their arm to knock, and then change their mind, lowering their arm.
Must you make that?
I'll only be gone for the afternoon. Do you want me to grab you a treat?
Well, I couldn't say no to that.
The figure takes the letter and drops it on the ground. The figure starts to turn away, but decides against it. They lean against the door, listening unnoticed by the people inside. BB enters.
Can I come?
To the store?
Yeah,
We have chores here. You have to chop wood, remember?
I can do that later. I want to get out of the house.
Tatoosh is right. Sorry, BB. You can't come this time.
I never get to go.
That's not true.
I haven't left the house in at least 4 days.
BB, stop.
4 days. Come on.
BB gets on his hands and knees to plead with, or BB gets on his knees to plead with Mimi.
That.
What is this?
I think he really wants to get out the house.
Yeah, no shit. I feel like I'm stuck here.
I just don't think it's a good idea. I'm supposed to meet Miss Cindy at the bookstore, and you are not going to like the bookstore.
I read.
BB looks to Tatoosh for help, as does Mimi.
Well,
Tatoosh takes a second.
Can he sit in the car?
Are you kidding?
BB takes,
Yeah. I get to go.
Only if you can keep it chill.
I'm always chill.
BB.
Let me change my shirt.
BB runs off down the hall to change. Tatoosh is left sheepishly with Mimi.
It's fine. I'll just have to cancel with Miss Cindy.
Remind me who Miss Cindy is?
You never met her.
Really?
Yeah, she's just from book club. We talk about books.
I would hope so. For book club.
Mimi laughs pityingly. She grabs her stuff and heads to the door. She takes her coat off the middle hook and dons it.
Ready.
He comes rushing on, hopping as he puts on his shoes.
Do you have everything?
I have everything, plus an extra human being, thanks to you. Let's go.
Hearing this, the figure frantically finds a hiding spot. BB grabs his leather jacket from the first hook, and Mimi opens the door.
I'll get you back.
Bye.
They exit. Tatoosh hangs by the door, waving them off.
Bye.
He starts to close the door, but his eye catches the letter. Curious, he picks it up.
Gold letters?
Just then a knock. The figure has returned. Another knock. Tatoosh takes a second to get ready. He opens the door.
Can I help you?
Lights up on Lux at the door. Lux stands with brilliant blonde hair, red heels, and a tailored black skirt suit.
Howdy, neighbor. I'm Lux. You're holding my letter right there, see?
She offers her hand, but he doesn't shake it.
I see. Do you need something?
Well, I thought I'd drop by. I was supposed to meet, what was her name? Mimi? Mima? Oh.
Mimi?
Yes, Mimi in town at the bookstore. But, something came up and I didn't have her contact info, so I wanted to come by to cancel.
Are you sure you didn't have her contact information?
Do you mind if I just come in? I see you read the letter and I'd just love to have a little chat about this beautiful home you have.
Lux starts to walk in.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
We can talk where we are.
Oh, well, okay. Should I just cut to the chase?
No. Why are you meeting with Mimi?
Well, she responded this morning to my first letter. Did you not get the first letter? It had gold lettering, just like the second one.
I just grabbed it from the mail yesterday. It must have been amongst the rest of it.
Oh, it was there. It really was there. Anyway, I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of things are changing in this area. I mean, So many of your neighbors don't live here anymore. In fact, it seems you might be the only ones left. You remember the woods? Well, they were so fortunate to have someone like me to help. I helped them so much. You'll be glad to hear that they've settled into a new big luxury home up the road in the new development.
Didn't they have to sell their old home?
Oh, tut-tut. They are loving their new place. It is exactly what they dreamed about, believe me.
Okay, what does this have to do with me?
Well, Jay, or two, yeah, I'm so sorry. I don't think I ever caught your name.
You can call me T.
Oh, oopsie, I was almost there. I represent the people in charge of the land development up the road, and they are so interested in buying up your home sweet home here for a lot of money. And before you say, are they just going to tear down my house and build a basic ass apartment building with 10 to 20 units, of which 5 will be set aside for affordable housing per the requirements of the law? Let's not think of it that way. Boo, that's no good. I encourage you to think about it this way. Securing your family's financial future for generations.
We're not family.
My mistake. Doesn't that sound amazing, though?
I'm not sure if
Yeah, well, I know you might need some time to think about it, so I'll just leave you my card.
She hands him a fancy card with Lux spelled out in bright, eye-catching gold. He takes it.
Please let me know what you think, or if you have any questions. I'm sure I'll be seeing you very soon.
Lux starts to walk away, but stops to turn back around.
And please give Mimi my regards. Bye for now.
Lux wiggles her fingers to say goodbye. Lux skips away. Tatoosh is left standing at the door.
Great job, everybody.
Yay! Yes.
Bravo, bravo.
Bravo. Great casting. Great casting. Gosh, I can't wait to see where this goes. Do they sell? Do they betray each other? What happens? I don't know.
Everything, you know?
Fabulous. Great work. Keep writing. And say this a million times. Just keep writing. Sign up for deadlines. Hold yourself accountable. Keep writing. So thank you. And thank you, actors. And last of the evening, but definitely not least, Christine, how are you?
Great. Hello, hello.
Hello. Are your actors here? Can you tell us about your piece?
Yes. What do I want to say? The main character, Christy, works at a high-tech company. She specializes in AI technology. And also, she's gone through a lot, so you'll see that. And there's a lot of time jumps through the play. So I'll have my actors introduce themselves.
Okay. Hi, I'm Star. I'm playing Christy.
Hi, I'm Bryn. I'm playing Mark.
Hi, I'm Matthew Menendez, and I'm playing Frank.
Hi, I'm Laura Johnston, and I'm playing Mom.
And I'm Ruthie Rado reading Kathy.
I'm Max, and I will be reading for the role of Father.
Yes, and I am going to be reading stage directions. So, all right.
Yay! Cool.
All
I'll
right.
disappear now. Do you want to tell us anything? Wait, you already told us about the time jump.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm just gonna, we will just go through the journey together. All right. Let me get off screen. Okay, interior dungeon night. Christy stands over Mark, preparing a hot wax. Mark is blindfolded and holding his breath in anticipation. Christy lights the candle and the first drip of wax hits Mark's chest.
Shh, don't make a sound. I see someone has a hard time listening. Do you want me to stop? Turn over on your stomach.
Mark is turned over on his stomach and is now receiving a massage. A few minutes have passed.
I've decided you're going in the cage for the last hour of our session. Be a good boy and nod yes. Now stand up so I can prepare you.
Christy is preparing Mark to go in the cage. She starts to tie up his hands.
Any updates from our last session? You may speak.
Yes, madam. I've been taking a closer look at acquisitions, and the reports say that construction on the new facilities are complete, which are clearly bogus. My contact has informed me that the buildings in Qatar are completely empty.
Christy makes the knots around Mark's wrist extremely tight. She is clearly distracted.
I see. Very interesting. Continue.
Yes, there's a girl I work with. I believe she's trustworthy and has no clue of what's going on. She was my rival for this promotion. I was thinking
You've been
that-
seeing me for a while now, and I believe it's time you know the truth.
Time for a happy ending?
I would lock you in that cage for 2 hours. Be quiet and listen.
Mark sits down on the chair.
I have something to tell you. Should have come clean sooner. I was angry and shocked. Also, I was surprised you found this place. I mean, it's Manhattan. What I'm saying is, during our time together, I feel you've been so open and vulnerable. I respect you more for it.
What's going on? Your voice changed and it sounds familiar. Madam, all due respect, what are you saying?
Mark, it's Christy.
I need a glass of water. Christy? As in my colleague at work? I must be dehydrated or something. Christy is a prude. She's the kind of girl that carries around holy water to repel anyone that looks at her for more than 5 seconds. I highly doubt you would find a girl like that in a place like this.
Well, this makes it easier. Thank you. Get the fuck up, Mark.
Are we still continuing with roles?
No, catch up. Playtime is over.
Butt naked and starting to freak out.
What the fuck is going on?
I know this may be a bit of a shock for you. You can put your clothes on. As I was saying, I know this may be shocking. I will explain. You showed up here looking for a dungeon. You didn't recognize me, and I didn't think it was important enough to reveal myself. Also now know how truly insignificant I am to you, and that's okay. I never cared for you at the office, but here, I care for my clients.
You're a lying bitch. You used me to get information.
I can see why you believe that, and in some ways that may be true, but remember, I never forced you to tell me anything you didn't want to.
I'm well aware, madam. The truth is, forward to our sessions, and yes, our time together was important to me. I thought you really got me. I was confiding in you, and you betrayed me.
Yes, I lied about my identity, but so the fuck what? You said yes to my promotion at work. You have to deal with the repercussions of your own actions for a decision you made. Do you know why I can't stand you? Because you are a selfish, no good, egotistical suck-up that literally couldn't see the corruption right in front of your own 2 eyes. And here you are confiding in me, a person that you have no respect for at work. You come here and act as if we're best buddies, when in all actuality, you've been treating me like a therapist.
Fuck you, Christy. Just fuck you. I don't have time for this shit.
That's great, Mark. Another thing you don't have to be held accountable for. You basically stole my presentation. We all know how much Jack and Damien pull strings to you in this office. You walk around here as if you're the fucking golden child. I'm actually relieved to know that the only reason they chose you over me is because you're so easy to manipulate. Now that we're clear about where we stand, you can get the fuck out. I think your stupidity is contagious. Bye. Bye.
Mark walks closer to Christy with anger and a little lust in her eyes. His eyes, excuse me. Christy is holding her ground.
How dare you insult me? You think because you're our top engineer, you deserve that promotion over me? I work just as hard as you do. It's your own fault that you get looked over for promotions.
You must be hard of hearing. I said you can leave.
Mark leaves. Christy is left alone, shaken up. Interior, next day, Sunday brunch, Joey's Cafe. Christy is having a meal with her best friend Frank at her favorite shithole. Christy is sitting far left next to the window with her head resting on the glass. Her BFF is sitting across from her. Christy is daydreaming about the last time she came to the cafe with her mother. Christy was 14 years old. She was just jumped in the girls' bathroom by several of her classmates.
Girl, what is going on with you? You look like you got out. You look like you're out here contemplating your life choices. Also, why do you look like death and destruction?
It's a complete shit show at work. I had to reveal my identity to Mark.
Why? And how, girl? I told you this shit would come back to bite you in the ass. And look at you now. This shit clearly done hit the fan, and you got a little bit on your face. Tell me the main points.
Obviously, he knows it's me now. I got really aggressive, and of course, I needed control. But I don't know how to fix this, and I know I need to get on his good side. I need to take down these trifling ass motherfuckers.
I have a plan. Fuck him, girl. That will literally save the day.
Why? Just why?
Girl, hear me out. You found yourself in some real Mission Impossible shit at your job, and I've been told you to walk away, okay? But more like run the fuck away, as if your ass is on fire. But you hard-headed. I love you, and I want you to be the lead role in I don't want you to be the lead role in a snuff film. So now that I've said my piece on that, clearly you and Mark are sexually frustrated, and you've been dominating this man for 2 months. You guys have a clear connection, and I really need you to get rid of this tension between y'all by any means necessary.
I hear what you're saying. I will figure it out on my own.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
I know, back up. I'm stressed and I'm scared. I'm SeaWorks' top engineer, and I've worked my ass off to get here, even if these fucking cocksuckers didn't give me the damn promotion I deserve. But I'm sure this is my guardian angel looking out for me. Mark is fucked, and I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Should I help him to uncover something that could possibly put our lives in danger? Or should I just become a whistleblower and still have my life in danger?
I got you. I will send you my contact in the FBI. Okay, girl, we need a topic change. I love this place. Didn't think I'd notice why you'd choose to meet us here.
Interior, Monday morning, SeaWorks building. Christy is sitting at her desk contemplating whether or not she's going to invite Mark to her place for dinner to talk. She's clearly having an inner monologue when Mark approaches her with 2 coffees. The coffee is exactly the way Christy likes it. She's taken aback for a moment and shocked by his overall presence.
Good morning, Mark. And thank you for this.
No worries.
She's looking around to make sure no one's listening to them.
Are you working on the PSI for our 10 a.m. meeting?
Mark, I appreciate the coffee. And yes, it's the PSI. How can I help you?
I'm sorry about the other night. I know we can't talk about this here. Can we meet for an early dinner before our 8 p.m. session?
Are you really saying you want to keep our appointment? Now I've truly heard it all from you. You have really got some fucking nerves. You disrespect me and show up at my desk with my coffee perfectly tailored to my liking. Delicious. Who did you have to bribe at Starbucks to get my exact order right? Did you think that this gesture would make me want to continue helping you get your rocks off? Are you fucking kidding me?
Hold on. That's not it. I swear, please follow me.
Mark goes to grab Christy by the arm and tries to lead her to the bathroom area. Christy dodges him and leaves the office. Past. Year 2002, Saturday night, interior, Christy's home, Lower Manhattan. Christy's mother is a high-end escort on the Upper West Side. Christy's mother is extremely busy and is unable to get a babysitter on such short notice. Christy, age 13, has been exposed to a world that will change her life forever. Christy's mother is having a phone conversation with Christy's father in the back room.
I don't understand why you can't ever spend time with your daughter.
You know why I can't. I'm unwell.
Well, that's only an excuse. So you're saying I can't hold you accountable for anything?
That's cruel.
No. What's cruel is your lack of contribution to our family.
Not everyone can spread their legs for Manhattan elites and create a lucrative business.
Seeing that's how we met. No need to judge me for my work. I'll ask you again. Can you watch Christy? If not, I'll take her to work with me.
I'm sorry. I can't do anything for you. Jessica's here with the girls. I have to go. I wish you both the best. Goodbye.
Cocksucker.
Christy enters the room where her mother is in.
Hey, Mom, are you okay? Were you talking to my sperm donor again?
Oh, and don't call him that.
Why? I hear you saying it all the time. Plus, it's true. He never has time for me, and now he has a new family. He's always sick. Honestly, what is he good for? You literally do everything for me and our family. I know you paid for Dad's last medical treatment when he couldn't afford it himself.
Well, how do you know about that? Your father doesn't even know.
You told me.
What do you mean I told you when?
You told me that night, the night Father left. You got really, really drunk and you couldn't stop crying. You said he was a good-for-nothing scumbag and how we don't need him anymore. We no longer need anything from him because you have a sizable amount of funds saved away. Then you said, who does he think donated that money for his last surgery? Me, you idiot.
Whoa, seeing how mature you're handling grown-up affairs, my dear, you will be accompanying me to work tonight.
I don't know exactly what they do there, but I'm pretty sure it's not a place for someone like me.
But this is the perfect time for you to start learning about the world, what men can offer you, how to obtain power, and how to protect yourself in dangerous situations. I do acknowledge that most women would disapprove of me exposing you to my work so young. And I say, fuck them. I plan on passing my life's work down to you, my dear.
Interior, Duval's Nightkeep building. Saturday, 2 hours later. Christy and her mother arrive to an unassuming 4-story brownstone building somewhere on the Upper West Side. They enter the building where you can see a surveillance room. After 5 minutes, the two ladies walk up to the second story where they find Kathy.
Hey, baby blue, is that a new candidate?
No, Kathy. I need you to open your eyes. This 13-year-old girl who happens to look like me is my daughter.
Why did you bring a child here?
You should know better.
I see, boss lady. When you have a moment, we need to go over some of today's purchase orders. Hello, little one. I'm Kathy. What is your name?
Hello, my name is Christy. It's lovely to meet you. Can you take me to the place where all the computers are held?
I see you like technology.
I don't know, but all the lights are pretty cool and the surveillance stuff looks like something out of my favorite spy show.
Oh, wow. You hear that? Of course, I'll escort you down, little one.
Great.
Oh, Kathy, give me a minute and I'll have her join you. Christy, as you can hear, we use code names. My name is Baby Blue. Yours will be Little One.
I don't like it. It makes me sound young and not mature. It should be something like Black Slayer of Thunder.
No, I heard something about being mature.
Fine. Little One it is.
Okay, my dear. Go down with Kathy just to the surveillance room.
Christy is overjoyed with excitement and curiosity. The two ladies head back down to the first floor. Kathy makes an announcement to everyone in the surveillance room.
Everyone, this is my special guest for the evening. Tell everyone your name.
Little one.
Yeah, yes. Everyone, this is Little One, and it's Take Your Kid to Work Day. She will be my shadow for today, so be on your best behavior.
Yes, boss. As the night progressed, Christy was clearly enthralled with everything around her. She asked so many questions. She learned about what skills she would need to master in order to become a computer wizard. Kathy, soon realizing that Little One has an aptitude for picking up computer languages, she decided to invest in her mentorship. Interior, present day, 15 years later, lunch at Joey's Cafe. Christy is meeting up with her best friend Frank at their favorite hole-in-the-wall cafe.
Hey, girl, hey. I need more details. When did you become a dominatrix, and why didn't you tell me about this before? Now you know I'm feeling a little betrayed. I literally tell you everything.
Frank looks around to make sure no one's listening to them.
Remember that time I was kidnapped by that very kinky, very wealthy, and very unhinged married couple? I ended up flipping a very negative, aka kidnapping, into a very positive situation, aka best sex of my life. I shared with you one of my lowest points of life.
Why are you like this? Always so dramatic. Why do you stay bringing up this couple? That couple was Dana and Guy, a lovely duo you met a year prior and concocted this crazy ass plan together during the swingers party.
Don't judge me. You know you love me. Now, tell me about this sexy secret you've been holding from me.
Christy stares off into the distance as she enters a flashback. Interior, basement. Christy, age 17, naked, standing in a half lotus tree pose. Her mother is silently observing her, touching certain muscles as she circles around Christy. Mother seems to be taking some sort of measurements.
Lower your right arm by 3 centimeters to your right. Change position to third pose.
Christy has moved both of her hands in front of her heart in a prayer move.
Oh, your body has finally transformed into a woman's body. Go get dressed and get ready for your yoni practice.
Christy is released from her flashback. She looks at Frank.
I can't really tell you much right now. Another time, I promise.
Okay, I'll hold you to it.
Thank you. I will tell you one day.
Mark enters the small cafe. Christy immediately notices him.
Oh, Jesus, Lord up above. What is this cruel jest you play on me?
Fool. And I'm the dramatic one?
Don't look back now, but my worst nightmare just walked in. You have no respect for me. Oh shit, I can't handle this right now. I just wanted to enjoy a simple cup of coffee in my favorite place with my BFF. Why is he here?
Mark approaches the table where Christy and Frank are sitting. Christy immediately gets to her feet, trying to flee the scene.
Hello, Christy. What a coincidence.
I suppose. Come here all the time, and I've never seen you here before. I'm convinced you've been stalking me.
Please, I see someone is still full of themselves as per usual. My uncle actually owns this place.
Well, Joey and I have a wonderful relationship as well, and that has nothing to do with you. So, I guess I can still come here as often as I want. I'm just surprised I've never seen you here before.
Well, to be honest, I eat breakfast at my aunt and uncle's place every morning. So I have no need to come to the cafe.
Cool. I'm being rude. This is Frank. Frank, this is Mark, a coworker of mine.
Is this the Mark you mentioned in the other?
Why are you like this? Mark, if you don't usually come into the cafe, what brought you here today? Seeing how things at work ended between us.
Well, I'm a little embarrassed to say. I'm actually here to speak to my uncle.
Ah, I see. You're having a rough day and you wanted to get advice from someone you look up to.
Something like that.
Please, sit down and join us for a cup of coffee. My treat.
Mark hesitates, but knows this is the perfect opportunity to get near Christy after the drama that took place earlier at work.
Thank you for the invitation.
Huh? Who knew you could be so polite?
Finished.
Yay! Oh my gosh, congratulations. That was fabulous. Sitting here eating popcorn, like the tension, that backstory is just so compelling. Keep working on it. This goes for everybody. Like, thank you to all the actors for donating your time tonight. Thank you so much. Your performances were fabulous. It was lovely seeing them come to life, hearing the words come to life. Thank you to the actors for not ignoring that little voice in your head that said, I have a story to tell. Like, thank you for sharing your stories. And you should all give yourselves a round of applause because, like, you're doing it. You're doing the work. Like, you just answering the call, to tell your story. And the more stories you tell, the more opportunities you create, the more, representation we create. Like, all of this is just like, we're just creating the work, and putting it out there. And I think that's super important. And so thank you all for sharing your time and your artistry with us. Mike, do you have any party?
Yes. First, I'd say everybody just unmute yourselves and just make a lot of noise so we can see all of the beautiful artists that performed tonight. Make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Great job.
Yeah, I knew there were more people. Come on, everybody show up. We're still on Zoom, so you don't have to wear pants. It's fine.
Oh my God.
I want to say congratulations to all the writers. You're officially part of the writer family. You're of the Playground Experiment. We hope that you write more. We have tons of opportunities. If you're a new actor, we hope that you come play again. Come join us again and again. And if you're watching this still, thank you for joining us. And again, we're at the PGE on Venmo. Feel free to join us or just go to the Playground Experiment or the PGE.com and find out all the other information about all the other programs that we do. We do a lot. That being said, everybody, let's say goodbye to YouTube. Bye, YouTube.
Bye. So long.
Bye.
Bye, YouTube.